What's up, Salt Lake City? Hell yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I'm a little nervous though because about a month ago I just got a cat, and this is my first weekend away from my baby. Yeah, she's got a little weird tick about her because like you can scratch her up by her neck and her eyes get real close. And you move your hand down her back, her eyes will start to open. And it's like a weird correlation. The further you go down, the eyes will get bigger and bigger. And then her eyes will almost pop out of her head when you get all the way to the end, and then you just jam your thumb up her ass. Something just happened. I do actually have to do a disclaimer if I happen to do that joke because I did it in Austin a couple months ago. That's where I'm from, is Austin, Texas. Thank you. And I got thrown off the stage. Yeah. Guy stood up, the host, and he's like, hey, I can't have you up there talking about sexually abusing animals. And it went viral online, and I'm not proud of it, but now I'm legally required to let you guys know that I do not shove my thumbs up cats' asses for sexual gratification. Okay? Again, I do not shove my thumbs up cats' asses for sexual gratification. I do it for the taste. It's not nice unless you're off for that.
Warning. The views and opinions expressed in this program are meant for the purpose of entertainment. They do not reflect those of the speakers nor views or positions of any entities they represent. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Guess who's back? Oh shit, who's looking fucking fresh too? That's right. It's a little lighter version of your boy Ty Marion, back here with episode 6 after a long 11-month wait with the Rants podcast. Back, man. Shit's been wild, bro. Oh, man, we're here in a new studio. It pretty much looks the same, probably, to you guys. But yeah, it's good. I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm excited. Things have been going very, very good lately. You know, I mean, like I said, first and foremost, bro, look at me, bro. I mean, look at this fresh cut right now, dude. I mean, what? Like, dude, like, shit. Nope. Didn't fall. It could have been catastrophic. Neighbors below me would have been filing complaints. But then they wouldn't have done anything because I look so fly. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, so we're here at the new studio here. We got Gary with us. We brought his fat ass with us. Yeah, he didn't bother to jump in on this weight loss challenge that I jumped in on since the last video that was put out, I guess, in April of 2024. What a loser, dude. I lost a bunch of weight. Been on Kill Tony again. It not one time. In that whole year, basically, I've been gone. I've only got on one more time. I mentioned on there I did lose the weight. I had a bunch of people now that have been asking me, "Hey, what do you do? What do you do, dude? What do you do? Are you on Ozempic, dude? Oh, you have Ozempic face, bro. This is Ozempic face. This is fucking F-boy." Well, when you're a 40-year-old F-boy right here, dog, this is what this is. This is smooth, bro. Like, if your girl touches it, she's like, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna have to break up, because I owe it to Dove moisturizing bars. They're not sponsored, but Dove, holla at me, or I'm gonna go shoot some. Anyways, like I said, I'm super excited to be back. Things have been going very well. I feel like last summer, towards the end of summertime, things started kind of clicking for me. Uh, I feel like I'm not like even still there yet, but I'm coming up on in like a couple weeks, I guess, in like a month from now, that'll be hitting my 2 year mark. So I know I still got a lot to grow, I still got a lot to learn. But man, I feel like I'm coming a long way. No knock on anybody, but I know a lot of guys that I started with. I see where they're at. I see them still growing, and just unfortunately, a lot of us are just in different places. Been able to go on the road, do some places throughout the state, Texas here. I've been up to Oklahoma. Was in Utah recently, in Vegas recently. Big shout out to the man AJ Wilkerson. He was kind enough to take me and the homeboy Dusty Carter out, and we killed those shows. Four shows out there at Wise Guys. Shout out to the people at Wise Guys taking care of us. Man, we crushed those rooms, man. Good feel. I want to come back out there whenever I get a chance. And hopefully later on this year when we get the little tour, little announcement coming later. When we get the little tour announced a little later, I give you a little information about that. Got some exciting stuff on there. Gary, did you draw graphics? Of course not. Nothing's changed. Gary is on thin ice right now. Apparently, it looks like the train that we're on right now is also on thin ice. I'm glad that I'm sitting backwards as we're traveling. It would be safer if I looked, but it's cold, man. Brr. There must be some totos in the atmosphere. But things have been going, man, good. Like we've had good crowds. I've done a lot of different things in the last year that kind of can give you an idea of what this grind really is. When you talk to another comedian, if you're not familiar with what we do, they talk about this grind and working out jokes. And I was able to review some footage from a little trip that I was on, and in 4 shows within these 3 days, you can see the evolution of these jokes of da 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 da. By that 4th day, it was like, geez, not just in myself, but with the boys too. And working out new stuff in front of crowds. It's different than working it out in front of an open mic in front of 35 idiots that think that whatever they're about to say is the funniest shit that they've ever heard in their entire life, and not actually listening to what's going on stage to pay attention to what they're actually missing, and then just waiting for their time to go up. Not giving you the props that they're due, but it's fine. I'm still not getting a lot in the Austin area, which I know is kind of surprising, but I'm not really dwelling on that. We do have some Austin stuff coming up, though, right, Gary? When I'm doing this now, you draw up the graphic so that later we can talk about dates. Speaking of dates, I don't know when I'm going to drop this, but by the time this comes out, I'm probably got shows next week, so we'll probably be talking about those. Yeah? We'll be dropping it. So I'll be doing shows tonight. You're going to put this out in between the show. So anyways, whatever. I have some stuff coming up. Gary's going to draw up graphics now, or he's fired. But it's been nice. Like when I was saying about working jokes, you get to work some new stuff on the road. You get to mess with these crowds that are not used to what the style that we've been working with down here in Austin. You get to see the people that are normally there in that area hit the jokes with that ring a chord with those locals, and then you get see their face when they get hit with somebody that just doesn't give a shit. that would be me. And I think we did do so. I hate to talk a lot of crap about, my guy Gary over here. But he did draw up some stuff this week, and we have an example, right, of a joke that we did in Salt Lake City. It's not the full joke, but it's enough of the joke that you get the idea, the premise of why we're doing this joke. I do the punchline, and we'll come back, and if you don't understand the punchline, then I will explain it. Gary, do you have it ready right now? All right. Let's cut to the footage real quick.
The worst one though is for 6 months straight, the same message at the same time. And the message said, "You look like a special needs David Blaine." That was just the first line, long enough. He said, "You look like a special needs David Blaine that's not allowed to do magic within 100 yards of a school." And I don't understand that. I mean, who does he think I am? Karl Malone?
All right, so for those that don't know what that joke means, obviously Salt Lake City, Karl Malone played for the Jazz for 100 years. But some people don't remember is because they're young or whatever, is when Karl Malone was in college, he knocked up a 13-year-old girl. And that kid went and played in the NFL. So that's what that is about. That's what I'm saying. Like, you get to work these jokes in front of these audiences that joke ain't gonna work nowhere else. Where it works there. And it's that type of little bit of crowd work that you get to do with these different audiences is amazing too. Like I said before, we were there with AJ Wilkerson, man. He put out some clips already of him messing with some of these crowd people. It's amazing. These people are so excited to be there. He's got such a huge following online. I think it's like 2.6 million followers. His audience is there to have a good time, and I'm hoping that he feels like I did what was necessary by bringing that in. The last show we did in Vegas, I was the opener, got a cold open God mic style, and I feel that it worked. I mean, everything we got, I think, was one of the best shows. I was able to take some of that footage and submit it for my Skankfest submission. That other footage we just saw right there was from one of the other nights in Utah, like I said before. But things have been going good, man. It's really nice, like I said, to get these crowds that are receptive. And maybe it is because the things have changed on my end too, but it wasn't too long ago. I was in Wisconsin, and some of the jokes I did probably weren't the best ones for Wisconsin, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I owe a lot to AJ right now. Back in January, he took the whole, most of the Wolfpack up to Oklahoma, and we got to do our first theater, 500 seater. You start doing rooms like that, you get the confidence when somebody has the faith in you that you're going to do the job that you need to do. And I feel like I'm just on that cusp of breaking through and getting there where I need to be. Like I've said before in the other things, I don't have 10 years to figure it out. I'm old. I got 5. I'm coming up on 2. So we need to start figuring things out. Papa got to start making some money. Work. Depending on what happens here with these laws, man, I may not have like a real job. I might have to be doing this Uber shit again. You know what I mean? That's been horrible. Over the last year that I've been gone, my car broke down like a buttload of times. Good year, you S my D. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be cleaner for YouTube, whatever. Goodyear can suck it. It's a long story. You Goodyear. Anyways, your boy got in a little financial trouble. We trying to work it out. I gotta make some stuff happen here soon. Gonna make some stuff happen soon. But nothing really too crazy on the road. It's weird traveling with a bunch of guys. None of us drink. And it's weird, I guess, with some of these clubs when we get there and they're like, what do you guys want to drink? We're like, ginger ale. Wait, do you happen to have, I don't know, orange juice? It's weird. But we did the theater and we didn't go party. We ordered, I don't know, maybe $100 worth of Papa John's for the four of us. And then we had a pizza party in the hotel. When we were in Utah, we didn't do nothing in Utah. Nothing. We didn't do nothing in Utah after any of the shows. We went back to the room, went Mimi's, because all of us had different flights. And Dusty, for some reason, I think he left at like 6 a.m. or some dumb idiot time to go to Vegas from Utah. Dumb. Sorry, Dusty. You got there at 9 o'clock or something. It's dumb. Vegas, we went to Fremont for a minute. We picked up some goodies beforehand, and then we went to Fremont and we got a prime rib. That was some of the prime rib coming up. It lingers with you, I figured now with what I'm doing with this, there's some things that I'm going to be changing with this podcast. Gary and I have decided, Gary just does what I say half the time, but I've decided that I don't need to try to put out long format podcasts with this. I need to just do it more regularly, keep it up to date. A lot of people know what's going on. So we're going to be putting out these a little bit more regularly in more of a short form. 30 minutes, man. Maybe 45 tops. I know some people think that is like the sweet spot. I personally am not a fan of that, but as a one-man show, it's a lot of me, dude. So, did you really want an hour? No. That's why we do have some stuff coming up that I'm going to be talking about here towards the end. A little sneak peek. Did you want to see a sneak peek? Sneak peek. We've got some really cool stuff that we're working on. It's I don't know how to explain it here, man. Anyways, we got some cool stuff we're working on. I'm really excited about it. One of the things, though, that I did want to talk about, I am going to be talking about a couple topics in general all the time. Feel like that's still necessary to be on top of a couple things going on. But, man, the other day, when I say that like a week or two or maybe a month ago or something, right, I made one of those little posts that says, it's on Instagram and you can leave it above your name like it's like a thought or some shit. Well, I made a little comment, and I used the word never. And then I got, probably if you copy and paste and put it over, like a 3-page letter message from a dude who gave me the whole never say never speech. What the F was that? Ghost, dude. Train almost fell off the track or something. Anyway, a 3-page message about never say never, dude. I've been telling all of these things that I was never going to do this and I was never going to do that. And now, look at me now, dude. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. We're not talking about the same thing. The whole never say never, it's a cliche in itself, contradicting itself. The word never is a word because sometimes you got to use the word never. And what I was talking about was correct in using the word never. What you were talking about was some personal shit. Oops. How about never send me a message again? Unfollowed. But I appreciate your support. Keep following, liking my post. Tell your friends about me. The other thing that's really been bothering me lately is it's kind of a weird concept, but I think that, okay, for those people that aren't from Texas, we have a grocery chain called HEB, and it is awesome. I think I went there today. I did. I went when I was first waking up. I don't remember. I didn't do anything extracurricular before I went. Just don't remember going. And see, that's the problem. I was sober today, but last week I went to HEB and I was not sober. I was a little blasted, off, lifted, launched, if you will. And I went to HEB, and I am a single man. I am one single man in this place. And I understand y'all are thinking, damn, you a big, sexy man. Thank you. But like I said, I'm pretty skinny now. Speaking of what I'm saying, that being said, being a one man and a skinnier man now, how the hell did I spend $89.03? We're going to go over. This is the receipt from it. You think I'm kidding? Where can I show this in here? Can it focus it up? Focus the money. Don't look at me, pale ass. 89.03. We saw it there quickly. Before I go any further, HEB, you were responsible for this. I think that you should be held accountable for this, because, like, if you go to a bar and you have a couple drinks, okay, cool, yeah, that's right, okay, obviously. But if they just keep giving you drinks, that's the bar's problem if something were to happen later. What's going to happen later is I'm going to get fat again because you guys didn't regulate it. So I am stating that you guys need to instigate sobriety checks at HEB. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? You need to come in here. You need to do breathalyzer. This jackass right here, sweet sweater. I'd wear it on stage. It looks like the sweater I wore on stage. Never mind this guy's sweet-ass outfit. This guy is disappointed because Robot Man here is about to give him a breathalyzer to make sure he's not too drunk to ride around on one of the scooters. Okay? I'm telling you, though, you need to do it, man. Check people. You need to talk to them. You got to figure out if they're going to be making mistakes when they come in the store. My mistake is I bought way too much you know what I mean? We're going to talk about it real quick. HEB, you some bitches, man. First off, Even though I have lost weight, one of my vice, one of my Miami vices is I love cola. I'm not like a Coca-Cola fan. I prefer RC Cola. I'm not gonna lie. Some people say that's like the Midwest white trash soda. It's Midwest gold as far as I'm concerned. Matter of fact, if I don't have the RC, especially because of the price, I, as this receipt will say, drink HEB 2-liter soda, and apparently I bought 2 of them. Cheers. Delicious. Let's see what else my dumbass bought. Tropicana Pure Premium OJ. No pulp. Because I'm trying to be a little healthy in the morning. And to be honest, when I was on the road, all of these places had continental breakfasts and they had juice bars. Got a little spoiled on orange juice, all right? Then I bought sour cream. Still fat boy at heart. Then I bought 100 count of Totino's pizza rolls. Triple meats. Repeat that, 100 count. 100. The reason why is because it came with a receipt that you got 50 more with it. So then I got 50 just pepperoni. So I bought 150 pizza rolls. People are not gonna. I'm gonna tell them I'm buying all this shit. It's gonna think that I am on Ozempic, because then the next thing I bought is I bought beef taquitos. I bought an air fryer, guys. It's going to explain a lot of these foods when you think about it. Pizza rolls, an air fryer. Beef taquitos in an air fryer, good. Then I bought Luby's chicken Tetrazzini. Luby's chicken Tetrazzini. Tetrasaurus Rex. If I can't say what I'm buying, I should not be allowed to buy it. I bought it again today, though, because it is really good. I bought 2 pounds of... I bought 2 pounds of tater tots. I'm just going to skip it. People aren't going to believe that I'm skinny, dude. Because then I bought the family size of the Tyson chicken nuggets. I got an air fryer, guys. Then I bought Taipei chicken fried rice. You just microwave that, but it is an all-in-one air fryer microwave. That's right, your boy fat boy at heart. Bought a loaf of bread. How come HEB make this make sense? If I go and I buy a full loaf of bread, it is $2.48. But if I want to buy a half loaf, it was $2.38 or $2.28. It's the dumbest. I bought a whole loaf of bread. This one's gonna freak you out because I just went through the whole rest of this. Okay. I next bought a pack of large white. That was the bread. Oh, hamburger buns with the sesame seeds. I bought a pack of hamburger buns. I bought a family pack of mac and cheese. I bought a bag of kettle chips. I bought a pack of Ridge potato chips. I bought 2 of cup of noodles. And I got some kitty litter. $89.03. If you noticed on there, I bought hamburger buns. I didn't buy no hamburger meat, pre-made patties. There wasn't no cheese, no condiments. There's nothing to make a full cheeseburger on here, man. I bought buns for no reason. I bought Luby's Chicken Steve Rizzizzini from FX's The League. Do you need... test me at the register. Sir, have you had this before? No, I have not. Can you say it, sir? No, I cannot. Well then, sir, you cannot buy it. It's $89.03, dude. It didn't even last me a week. I said I went to the store again today, dude. Like, what are we even doing, man? What are we even doing with our lives, bro? I did lose weight, which I can show you here, which also would make you get a little preview of your boy got his merch. That's right. I'm blending in. I'm too close to the light, I guess. Step back. That's right. I'm hard. Rock hard. Twisted tight. I didn't say that very good. But anyway, yeah, this is available. I got these now. I wasn't even talking to the mic. I realized I was just being cool, dude. You can pick them up downtown. If you're downtown in Austin, that is. You can pick them up downtown. They were available at the Comic Relief. It's the place that I told a little story about on Kill Tony. Safest dispensary on 6th Street. Some of the funniest guys working there today. Come in. Come in. See me. Or Sonny or Trey or Jesse. QHEB. Anyways, you can also hit me up on my Instagram, which is just my name. No logo, obviously. Throw a graphic up, idiot. We have graphics. We paid people to make the graphics because you didn't do it. It's been 11 months. What have you done? Marvel Rivals is not that. Anyways, you can hit me up directly. Online store is coming soon as well. We're going to be selling all kinds of comic merch on there. One of the shirts that we are going to be selling on there, I'm going to give you a quick little preview of this now. This is going to be a shirt that's going to be available to the general public. This is nothing directly to do with, obviously, the Kill Tony show. But we are making our BBC Big Book Club shirts. The Instagram page is available. It is hidden behind me. It's not ready for a full launch yet, but it is created. These are the shirts, like I said, that are going to be available to the general public. And then the actual people that have won a big book, it's going to be a very limited supply to start off with. But we will be making them in the red and black. Wolfpack colors. now that we got everything else set up here, there is some other stuff that we're working on as well. But are you able to, Gary? Can you pull it up real quick? Okay. Gary's gonna see if he can pull this up real quick. We are also proud to announce that we have a new podcast coming. And I keep saying we. I keep saying, what's all this talk? We don't have it. We are coming out with a new podcast called the Dry Humor Podcast with me and Dusty Carter. We will be filming here shortly in the next 1 to 2 weeks. We have a very fun concept with it. It's gonna, like I said, it's called the Dry Humor Podcast. We're gonna have some very interesting guests soon, and it's gonna be very interesting. More details. It's gonna actually be filmed live at the Comic Relief to start, with just kind of pop-in guests at first. But it is going to be very interesting. We have some definite good ideas and everything ready to go for that. Last thing, if anybody is interested in coming to check me out, we'll have put up some type of graphic here at the end. But we got dates coming up here in March. Next week, the 25th, Tuesday, be at the Show Pony Show, which is at Jackalope South here in Austin. Following day, the 26th, I'll be in Dallas, Texas, doing David Lucas roast battle against one Boone Blocker. F you up worse than that treated. That Friday, the 28th, I'll be in New Braunfels, Texas at Tom's Comedy Club with Drew Nickens, Zach Monica, and headliner Rick Diaz. Coming home to New Braunfels at Tom's. And then that Sunday, the 30th, I'm coming to Liberty Hall Theater in Tyler, Texas for a Kill Tony reunion show. We've got 25, 30 buckets, people coming through, dropping 5. Huge event. We've got people going to be there all day, intermissions, food, all kinds of crap. Check that out. Information on my page as well. As we're creeping in here into April, the first week of April, we are going to be, I believe, in Louisville, Kentucky on April 2nd. Louisville, Kentucky. More details coming on that soon. Finding out some information about that now. Then also Thursday will be in April 3rd through April 5th. Will be Nashville, Tennessee. 3rd, going to be a part of a huge drop-in show. 4th, we'll be attending the Kill Tony events. Possibly going to be still there on the 6th for something else. Then also in April on the 16th, I'm coming to Augustine's. On 22nd, doing Liddy Titty at Creek in the Cave. 23rd, Dope City in Sunset Strip in Austin, Texas as well. 24th, the BBC, what we just showed you, the Big Book Club comedy show. The first one, April 24th in Dallas, Texas at Reno's. The whole Wolf Pack, I believe, is going to be there. Me, Dusty Carter, Ivory Jones, Drew Nickens. We don't know who else we're bringing up. It's going to be a surprise. That's going to be something you're not going to want to miss. Got more dates and information coming up for May as well. We'll get into that when that time comes. But appreciate everybody coming out for the first episode in quite a long time. It's been fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out. What? We do? Okay, Gary's telling me now that apparently he did get somebody to call in. No. He did? You gotta be kidding me. All right, well, apparently Gary did some work and he got a pretty big call in. I've been compared to him myself several times. I'm pretty excited, ladies and gentlemen. The Sandman himself, Adam Sandler. Hi,
Hi. This is Adam Sandler, and I am here on the Rants podcast. I am it's the Rants podcast. No, that's the Rants podcast. The Rants podcast with Ty Mary is one of my favorite podcasts. It's one of the best podcasts. It's one of the best in the world. Shalom. So anyways, tune in to the Rants podcast. Only on YouTube, with Ty Marion, okay? I send it back to you, okay? So,
That is crazy. We had Adam Sandler giving us a huge shout out and promotion. I mean, Gary, you really outdone yourself. You really have this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's anything else to say. Thank you again. Big thank you to everybody else who put a special thanks up here. Oh my God. Y'all have a good one.